What's going on, guys? I've got this beautiful body that we're gonna redo. So originally I started this beautiful maple top from Kimball Hardwoods. I made this body with a poplar back, and I went down the path of doing a black and red sort of butterfly stain. And I originally picked red and black because this piece of wood has some streaks running through it. I thought that I could use the black and the red to sort of mask them. It didn't work out because as I sort of did the black around the top part, this mineral streak running through here, the dye was not going in at the same rate. And so I did the first version, I sanded it back, added red again here, and I just didn't like it. So we're gonna start over. So what I did is I added black all over to it once I got that red in, and said let's just sort of start over and do more of a traditional black cherry stain where I've got a dark black on here, sand it out, add red, and then refeather black on the sides. We should get really close. So don't like having to redo the work, but wanted to do a video where showing you some of my mistakes and processes and how I think through these stains as I have got a piece of wood on the bench. So we're using Angelus leather dyes here. I've already put a bunch of colors down. We're gonna go ahead and sand out the black now. So there's red on here and black. I'm gonna sort of focus in that teardrop shape. Should get this really close. So let's go ahead and sand this out. All right, so we sanded off with 320. We've got a clean rag. We're gonna go right over this with red. We've got the red from Angelus leather dyes you can purchase in the link below. This is gonna immediately pick up a lot of the black. So we're gonna go in the middle here first. See how much black we pick up immediately. The red looks sharp in the middle. We just have this muddy black and red we pick up, and we'll work this through like so. I'm also kind of picking up the black from the edge and just pulling that through. So the two problem spots are right there where I just run out of figure, and didn't see that until after you apply the stain. Had I known that, I would have flipped the piece up here. Just didn't see it. All right, so you can see how much black we pick up. I've got another rag. We're gonna put 2 coats of red right in that center. Just go through the spots that I missed. Having that black down already really highlights the center here where it's really just nicely figured and dark. So then we're gonna come back with the black red rag. We're gonna add a little bit of red to it, and we're just gonna highlight in that teardrop shape like so. Not every piece of wood reacts the same. That's perfect. So I got a little bit of pulling right there. Just move that around. Pretty close. That looks awesome. Way better than before. This probably could use a little bit of more red. I don't think it's going to do anything. I think what I'm going to have to do is do the steel wool trick and pull out more color from the center and leave that spot. I don't know if this does it. Helped a little bit. There's a lot of dye in here and I just want to pull it out so it doesn't pull. So we'll just do this. Wow, this is really sharp. I don't even know if the camera is picking up. The dark black flame looks really sweet. So the back, all I did with the back, one spot right there. All I did with the back was just add red and black, and I just faded it in. Did that with the sides as well. It's a poplar back. It looks really nice. Guitar body looks really sweet. Just making sure any of the stain lines are clean. This looks outstanding. Man, I don't know if you can see it, but it is beautiful. So we'll let this dry for a couple of hours. We'll come back with the steel wool and just pull a little bit of color out. We should be done. So went from a burst I didn't like to something I am really thinking looks sweet. So hard to capture the beauty of this top. Mohawk pre-catalyzed sanding sealer. First coat is very light. So we put a couple coats of sanding sealer on. We did 4 coats, 2 really light ones in the beginning, 2 heavier ones towards the end. And then we put this Mohawk satin lacquer on here. And to be honest, I'm not really happy the way it went on. What happened is it sat and actually pulled up a little bit of the red and created sort of a pink hue in a couple of spots. That was not my intention. Intention was to have the back look, which was a dark black red, and the pink kind of got pulled up into the satin finish, and it did that. So I'm gonna leave it, give it to you guys at a discount. One of you can sand it off and start over, but every once in a while that happens. Sometimes what I do is I'll put on a bunch of coats quickly, and that's not always the best. Sometimes you want to let one coat dry for 2, 3, 4 days and then do a couple coats. Sometimes what I do is I end up putting a bunch of coats on real quick. because I'm in the cold, and if it's a nice day, I'll put too much on, and that's kind of what happened here. So, cool project, but not exactly the results that I was looking for, but just some lessons learned. It was interesting. Every piece of wood is slightly different, and sometimes I get them right, and well, this one does look cool and does have a neat finish on it. It's not the result that I was looking for exactly. I really wanted this black and red look. I don't know. Just the way the cookie crumbles, right? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.